I don't turn heads when I walk in. Don't light up every room. Just a man who learned the hard way what showing up can do. I don't shine when the night hits. Don't chase what burns too fast. I just stay when it gets heavy and don't disappear when it cracks. I ain't loud with my love, I ain't hard to miss. I just don't leave when it's like this. I ain't nothing flashy, I don't steal the light. I just keep choosing you every night. I don't promise perfect, I don't target grand, but if you need somebody, I'm your man.
I don't shine when the night hits, don't chase what burns too fast. I just stay when it gets heavy and don't disappear when it cracks. I ain't loud with my love, I ain't hard to miss. I just don't leave when it's like this. I ain't nothing flashy, I don't steal the light. I just keep choosing you every night. I don't promise perfect, I don't talk it grand, but if you need somebody, I'm your man. That was I Ain't Nothing Flashy by Weston Hale. Great song. What do you think?
I think it was a great song.
Okay, in the garage again, Sunday afternoon. Got Miss Kara, had an action-packed weekend again. Okay, we're going to kind of give you a rundown what me and Miss Kara did this past week in and around the city of Norman and Goldsby. Tuesday afternoon, about 4 o'clock at Lazy Circles Brewery, we have a get-together. There's probably about 12 or 15 of us that usually meet around 4.
We've talked about it before. Yeah.
4 to 4:30. Kara brings charcuterie.
Snackle box.
Snackle box, charcuterie with pickles, okra, beets, different types of cheese, different types of meat, crackers. Barry and Sherry, one of our close friends that work there, or not work there, but meet there. They usually, Barry or Sherry, one makes a usually it's homemade, specialty dip or dish.
And kudos to them. They are the original contributors. We just kind of tagged in whenever I retired. So they were the original feeders of the pack, I could say, of our Tuesday group. And then I was just like, okay, let me help out now that I have time. And so it just turned into having snacks there for everybody. And we pass them on to the other patrons as we all begin to head out, because we only stay there till about 6 most days.
Yeah, so about 4 to 6. We'll have 12 or 15 that's in the group sits down, and usually Mel, I'm pretty sure she management at Lazy Circles. Robert, he's a brewmaster. Stan, he's one of the co-owners. Mm-hmm. Jeff, as he's there, he'll come by and eat a bite.
Jonathan comes in he used to be a brewer co-owner of 405, and Allison, she doesn't usually get to be there on Tuesdays because she doesn't work until later in the week. And we just have a good time. Casey and Blythe came this week. That was fun.
Casey
we got to chill out.
Of Althea's came in. Anyway, we have a great time doing that. Get the whole gamut of age from mid-20s to early 70s. Mm-hmm. Plus whoever else comes in and wants to
hang out,
a little snack, they're welcome to that, and we enjoy the company and visiting with everybody there.
Wednesday was fun. We kind of broke up our routine on Wednesday.
What did we do Wednesday?
We met Amy and the crew at Libby's.
Yeah, I had a dinner at Libby's Cafe, which is at Goldsby. That's where Brittany, close friend, she kind of manages it, and she's the one that put the menu together for the special event here a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, we talked about that a couple of weeks ago, but it was our other group that we have. It's Amy and Kyle, which Amy's been my best friend for right at 30 years. And then Timmy, Turbo, Darren, Kelly, Shayla, Amy's sister came this time.
Oh, yeah.
And so it was great to see her. I haven't seen her in a while. And we just had a couple of drinks,
Tell big stories.
tell big stories, and called it a night. We had funky weather this week. And so
Yeah,
we
the
were
weather
all
was
weather
kinda-
aware.
On Wednesday, the weather was kind of iffy. We opted to go home and watch the Oklahoma University softball play Oklahoma State University softball, and they played
And
at Devon
stunk.
Park. And OSU come out on top on that game. OU bats weren't there at all. OSU wins 4-6. Kudos to them.
Kudos
they
to
were,
OSU, but
they were
OU
better
looked like a
that
high school team.
they were better that night.
They were. I love my girls, but they know that they weren't up to par that night. So
And I don't know if
carry
you
on.
watched. I don't know if you watched the game, but Patty Gasso, the head coach at OU, she was visibly
Irritated.
upset with the team, to say the least, and she made her comments on television saying as much. They got to get a little more aggressive on their bats, and the fielding wasn't up to par. It just wasn't a very good game by them,
And she
everybody's
let
got
them
some-
know. She said, "This is not OU softball. This is not how we play." And so we move forward, we grow, and we go on from there. And so that was
So
fun.
that was a Wednesday game. The girls regrouped and played Arkansas this week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Just finished the Sunday game. Friday, the girls come from behind win to win 8-7. Saturday, they dropped another egg. The bats weren't there. They got beat 3-2 by Arkansas. Kudos to the pitching staff at Arkansas. They did a really
They
good
did a
job.
really
of
good job.
keeping our girls on their heels far as batting. OU girls regrouped
Today,
this afternoon playing Arkansas. They run ruled them 11-1 in 5 innings. I think there's 3 or 4 home runs. I think Abby Garcia, I think, hit a home run. Gabby.
Abby Dayton, Gabby Garcia,
Okay. Then Emerling hit a home run,
and then
and Kendall Wells hit a home run.
Kendall Wells
She
made a new record.
set the
She tied Aloes.
tied Jocelyn Allows, freshman home runs for a major university,
Hmm
and she's at 34, which is tied the record for all of Division I college softball is 37, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, and she's on course to smash that record.
Yeah. She's an amazing young lady. She's very focused for such a young lady. So,
Yeah, for a true freshman, she's standing out. Another highlight, we give a shout out to the Brady family out of Hilton, Oklahoma. They nice enough to invite us to go to the spring football game, OU squad scrimmage. Say we got to meet the Brady family and some of their family at the stadium. It was a fun game to watch. Saw some of the young portal transfers and some of the incoming freshmen that are here, and looked like quite a few of the freshmen shined. So it's hard to tell when they're doing a squad scrimmage when you can't really tackle the quarterback or blitz the quarterback. For the most part, I was pleased with the way the offense did.
yeah. I just knew with the score being so lopsided that was a good thing. It just means that we've got some highlights and we got some lowlights. So
Yeah, well,
it means we look good. So if it's
Our
even on the
struggles
score, it's not good. So.
OU struggles last 2 or 3 years has been in the OU football has been the offense run game, total package in the offense game, and they did a lot better. I think Saturday, we'll see when they get ready to play in the regular season.
As I mentioned earlier about this crazy weather, we had everything from upper 80s degrees Fahrenheit here in Oklahoma, and the winds have been just insane. But we also had storms and tornadoes and such like that. That's why we were so we call it weather aware. But then here we get up on Saturday for all this, and we're all thinking shorts and t-shirts, and it's like 45 degrees outside. So
Yeah, 45 that
And the
that
wind.
morning. It got up to about 60, but
yeah,
the
it was
wind
beautiful, but that wind was insane. And so thanks again to David and Pam for picking us up so we didn't have to walk in that wind to the game.
Yeah, and we're blessed to be friends with them, and they have a suite in the on the west or east side of the stadium on South End. It's an awesome facility and like I said, we thank them for letting us be part of that. Finished that spring game, then we decided to go Land Run Grill. We watched ball.
Well, we watched OSU play until the baseball game came on.
Yeah, we watched OU baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, forgive me for that. OU baseball, they play in OU, play in Missouri at Norman. They won the first game 9-6, won the second game 4-0. The third game in the early innings was 8-0 Missouri, 8-0 OU.
Mm-hmm.
So they're looking at a sweep. I'm hoping they finish
should carry
that.
this one on out. So.
Kind of a shout out to some of our Land Run buddies, Billy. We sat with him during the baseball game. He makes a lot of the games in person. He said it's a little bit cool and windy for the game. He didn't want to go. He's probably there today.
Right now, Oklahoma men baseball are winning 8-1 in the top of the 7th.
Okay,
over Missouri.
If they lose that, it's shame on them. When we was watching the games this past week, either at Land Run or at the house, we was able to visit with quite a few of the Land Run posse, we call them. Got to see
kudos
Kim.
to their wait staff and bartenders because they're so. I mean, they get deluged.
Yeah, they were deluged, and they usually try to accommodate Kara and I, and we able to sit in the primo seat where we could watch the OU sports. We got to watch the OU women gymnastics win the national championship.
Yep, that was awesome.
It was awesome. The OU men's gymnastic came in second to Stanford this year,
which is
I think
awesome.
It's second year in a row, but to have
they did a great job.
Men and women in national championships in gymnastics, got 1 out of 2, and I don't think the gymnastic gets near the recognition they should here in the state of Oklahoma.
I agree.
Football and softball kind of take the highlights of it, but good gosh, they've won, I think, 8 national championships in the women's in the last 12 years or something like that.
Yeah, it's incredible.
And
I mean, locally, people are all over it. They have a great following, but, further on out, they don't get to the audiences that some of the other sports get. So
it's a great sports weekend. We had a great time seeing family and friends. Got Miss Amy at Land Run Grill, visit with her, and it's tentative right now. Kara reach out again, and I think if their time will allow her, her schedule will allow her, hopefully next week or 2, we can get her. She said she'd like to come and do a podcast with us and tell you about her life, where she's been working, what she's doing now, her family. We've known them probably going on 15 years now.
Oh, more than that. Yeah, 20 probably.
Okay.
So
yeah, we've known them a long time. The Graham family, they're just an awesome family that run the Land Run Grill, and they've always been nice to us, and we appreciate what they do for us. Shout out to Amy and Garrett.
Whole family.
The whole family, Aram and Gary and Pam.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, guys.
Thanks for everything and that they do for us.
Being that we've been going so much today, being Sunday, Bob and I just decided to watch everything here at the house. But in turn, we've gotten a lot accomplished today. We got some stuff taken care of out in the flower beds, made Bob a good breakfast. We've just been able to relax and clean up around here, and it's been a good day.
Okay, the last thing I want to mention is Miss Carrot said I talked about it a little bit. At Norman Music Festival is coming up April 23rd, 24th, 25th, downtown Norman, basically on Main Street and the buildings or the stores next to it. Let me give you kind of a rundown on what it is. Since 2008, Norman Music Festival has showcased Oklahoma's finest musicians in every genre on 4 outdoor stages, more than a dozen partner venues. It's more than a festival. It's a place to connect, celebrate, and be whoever the hell anybody wants to be. We've braved wild weather, tight budgets, big challenges, all thanks to our amazing partners. Team is an all-volunteer crew minus one overworked executive director, so it truly takes an entire community to make this festival happen. love you be the part of it. There's going to be a Norman Music Festival produced by the Norman Music Alliance, volunteer-run nonprofit entity. I think there's over, what do we say, 200 different artists there.
There's a lot. I
Some
don't
of
know the
the,
exact number. Sorry.
Let me read some of the headliners. I'll just read a few of them, like a ton of them, and it's all different genres. Bailey Boy, alternative. Ben Quad, alternative music. Camp Blue, indie punk. Chris Matthews, singer, songwriter, Americana. Cure for Paranoia, hip-hop, jazz. Evening Elephants, alternative, indie. Grocery Bag, rock, psychedelic. Hayden Pedigo, acoustic, folk. Helen Kelter, Skelter, psychedelic, garage. Honor Choir, punk rock. Husbands, indie. Kid Linden, hip-hop, indie. Original Flow and the Waves, hip-hop. Red Sun, rock. S. Reedy, hip-hop. Stepmom, punk. A.J. Harvey, pop, rock. Singer-songwriter. Bella Burns, soul. Berta B, soul. Bison, rock. Psychedelic music. Punk rock. Alternative rock. Shoegaze, indie. I don't know what the hell that is.
There's a lot of it. I have no clue.
But a ton of different bands will be there. I think at least 4 main stages, and there'll be from pretty much, if you know where the railroad tracks are on that go north and south on Main Street, it'd be pretty much just to the west of it, maybe up to a block, then all the way east to Porter, both sides of the roads, and on Gray Street, which is just north.
And a carnival.
And there'll be a carnival, and it's usually on the west side of the tracks, just south of Main Street a little bit, where they usually set up. I think the format is you can have alcoholic beverages in cups walking in designated areas along Main Street, and there'll be vendors out selling their beers and I think wine. I'm not sure about spirits or anything like that.
Not usually.
I think there may be a
They'll have food trucks. They'll have in the carnival area. You're going to be able to get your corn dogs and your such like that. So for kiddos and stuff, that's kind of fun for them. But along the way, there's also you're going to have vendors, and it's well known across the state for sure. People come from all over for it.
not just the music. They had, like I said, they have
all
most
the art
of the stores
museums
will be
are
open.
open.
Artists,
All the restaurants will stay open different hours. And here's a good way to explore it if you're interested in all these different types of music, is they have an app that's called the NM Norman Music Fest app. So it's NMF, and it's got a pink background. So you can look it up and download it. And it says MF 2026, so April 23rd through the 25th. The cool thing about it is it is set up that you can make your own schedule. It shows the schedule of all the artists and how they're planned out. And then they have a plus arrow that gives you my NMF. And so you can go through there on the days that you're wanting to be down there in that area and set it up where it's on your calendar to give you notifications of what time that band's going to play.
and where it's at,
And where they have the map. It's all mapped out. It says you can check out the bands with your official NMF. Why can I not say that? 2026 playlists on Apple Music, Spotify, and YouTube Music. So it's pretty cool how they've taken this event and turned it into where the social media can actually get a hold of it through their app. Build your own little concert, basically.
itinerary or whatever.
Mhm.
So if you have never been, it's worth going at least once. And I think Karen and I's decided we're going to go and shop around. And I just looked, one of our close friends that goes, we met him at Lazy Circles, and we got pretty close to him. Jacob Tinsley has done a podcast here a couple of 3 months ago. He's going to be at Lazy Circles 23rd at 8 p.m., Main Street Trading Post 24th at 1 p.m., and the 25th at Beer is Good or Big at 3 p.m. So if anybody wants to see Jacob Tinsley, and he's a singer, songwriter, does a good job, and he's a real nice guy.
And that Trading Post is right next door to Lazy Circles. They're really new. It's a really cool spot to go in. They've got all kinds of stuff like books and jewelry and candles, but it's really super low key. It's like you're going in to a trading post, so you can go in there and
Don't they have food there? Or
I believe so. I don't know. I haven't ventured in to
we
check out a whole lot of
it's
that
brand
yet.
new open, isn't it?
But I've just gone in there and browsed for like 3 minutes real quick because I didn't really have the time at that time to do a
Right. Then
total inventory.
next to it, to the east, is what is that? Coyote running shoes or
Red Coyote?
Red Coyote or something? It's
It's a running store.
they have once a week. They usually have a running event
Thursdays, isn't it?
around 6 o'clock on Thursdays. They usually gather up either Red Coyote or Lazy Circles, do a run. And
Lazy sponsors. If you run in the Coyote, their run each Thursday, you get one free beer. And so after the run's over. And so that's just kind of a neat partnership they've made for that group, bringing in new people and new ideas. So.
And another thing that Lazy Circles Brewing does is on Wednesdays at 6, isn't it now? 6 o'clock, they have a Norman Bicycle Club that gathers and ride there, and you'd be amazed how many people gather up to do that. And I think it
really
has
cool.
As a two distant ride for the ones that want to go a little farther and ones that aren't just don't want to go as far. They kind of accommodate the different levels of
and they have advanced
you have.
riders that guide those through the different courses. So if you're just starting out, they've got somebody that'll ride. It's basically a no man left behind kind of thing. So
okay, well that's what we've did this past week. We had a great time. We love sports, places to eat. Shout out to Libby's, Goldsby, Lazy Circles, Norman Brewery, Land Run Grill, Sports Bar, a lot of TVs, great food. And hopefully we'll have Miss Amy on here in a week or two. We're going to reach out to her and see if we can schedule her to come. And I think you won't be disappointed visiting with her.
No, she's an awesome lady. That's for sure.
Okay, we're going to ease on out of here. That's what we do. You got anything else, Miss Kara?
I think we covered it, babe.
Okay, have a good week. Every day you're alive is a great day.
That's a fact.
Okay. See ya.
Take care.
Love you.
Love you more.